Okay, I made a Paiute trap as long as I was out here. I want to show you basically what the keys are to this. First of all, how it works. There's a support stick right there. And I used for these sticks that were in the ground, there's like stakes, and actually these were in the ditch, but it's not a natural stick. There's not really big enough sticks and strong enough sticks in this general area, and I'm kind of exposed right here. There's cars and stuff over there, and it's private property, so I don't really want to get busted over here, so I don't really want to walk around much. And these stakes had run down this little ravine here where the water runs, so I'm sure that they got pulled up at some point. So I just used those, and I want you to see the basics of this. This stick right here holds up the rock, and there's a string tied at the other end of it. The string goes down, and it goes around that main stick that holds everything up, and it's tied to this. So that's tied right there. Now, a lot of people have trouble setting these. It's really not that hard. You just use the little trick, and the trick is what I've already started right here. You set the thing with your, see this stick right here is not a hair trigger stick. Now you're going to want to put a hair trigger stick in there, but what you do is you put a temporary one in there to get everything set up, because it's difficult to get it all to balance just right, because the rock's got to balance right, and then you got to get these bowed the right way, and that's got to bow the right way, and you do that as you make it. You see where the bow is going to be in this piece right there, and in this case it bends that way. So I'm not going to try to fight that by turning it over and tying my string on so it would attach here. I'm going to tie it on so it attaches at the bottom of the bow down here. Same with up here. All right. Same with this stick right here. It has a natural bow to it. I'm going to follow that bow. I'm going to find it first, and then I'm going to figure out where to put the stick. And then we have this down here. This bow doesn't matter, obviously, and this doesn't matter. Now we're going to set this on a hair trigger once it's in here. I'm going to try to do it with one hand. I don't know if I can, but you'll get the idea regardless. So I'm going to come in, and I'm going to put this in there where I want it. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to set this on a hair trigger, and as I do, the other one is going to drop out of there. And it's a heck of a lot easier with two hands, and it's also a lot easier than trying to do this all at once. Balance everything and get that stick in there. Now if I can get that to go there, we're good. Now I actually would not leave it like this. It's not on a hair trigger. If I'm gonna set this for real, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set that so that there's just nothing there. It's just a hair trigger right on that edge. And right now it's not. But I wanted you to see the idea of not having to set everything at once. Put a temporary one in first, and that works a heck of a lot better. And you can set your main one. And as far as the bait there, that's jerky. Reagan bought me jerky, and I wired it on there, so they have to pull to get it off. So this is a pretty deadly trap right here. It's quick, real quick. And once it's set like this, I might come in and put in sticks on each side or rocks on each side to kind of funnel them in, or to get them so that if when the rock falls, they can't find a way out quite as quickly. But in this case, I'm not really going to leave it set. I'd want a wider rock anyway, a much wider rock, because the little buggers are faster than you think. It's a fast trap, but those little animals are quick. So you'd want to have a rock that's a lot wider than that one. That's pretty thin. But anyway, there it is. Pretty cool. All right, that's it for a Paiute.